You just finished a 10-minute car ride. Before you even close the door, your phone pings. How was your ride? You go to a doctor for a life-altering diagnosis. 2 hours later, an automated text arrives. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend? You buy a single roll of tape on Amazon, and for the next 3 weeks, you are stalked by a digital ghost demanding to know if that tape met your expectations. We have entered the feedback apocalypse. We have reached a point where every single human interaction, no matter how trivial, personal, or professional, is funneled into a 5-star rating system. We are living in a world that has been turned into one giant, never-ending Yelp review. But here is the terrifying reality. In a system where anything less than a 5-star is considered a failure, perfection becomes the only way to survive. We think we're improving service, but we're actually destroying the nuance of human life. We've gamified kindness, outsourced our judgment to algorithms, and created a society of inauthentic harmony. We aren't being nice to each other because we want to. We're being nice because we're terrified of the algorithm's wrath. This is the story of how the 5-star rating system is ruining society, killing honesty, and turning every human being into a desperate, compliant product for the digital marketplace. To understand the feedback apocalypse, you need to understand one thing. The numbers decide who survives and who gets removed. In the old world, a 4-star review meant good. It meant the service was reliable, the food was tasty, but maybe there was room for improvement. It was a nuance. In the modern algorithm, a 4-star review is a death sentence. If an Uber driver's rating drops to a 4.6, they risk losing their livelihood. If a DoorDash driver isn't perfect, they are pushed to the back of the line. This has created a rating inflation that has rendered the entire system meaningless. We are trapped in a binary world where there is only perfect or penalized. Because of this, we've birthed a new social phenomenon: inauthentic harmony. Your Uber driver isn't talking to you because they find you interesting. They are performing a scripted version of friendliness because they are terrified of your thumb. Your waiter isn't checking on your water because they care about your hydration. They are performing attentiveness to avoid a digital black mark. When everything is rated, nothing is real. We've turned human connection into a transaction of rating insurance. We have traded the messy, honest reality of human interaction for a sterilized, compliant performance. We are no longer people. We are just actors playing the role of 5-star service providers in a world that has forgotten how to handle the truth. Look at the data. We have successfully gamified human kindness, and when you gamify a behavior, you destroy the soul of it. We have turned the entire population into amateur managers. We've given every Karen and every disgruntled teenager the power to ruin someone's week with a single tap. This has led to the compliance epidemic. Everyone from your plumber to your therapist is now compliant. They are following a rubric to avoid the algorithm's wrath. Have you noticed that nobody is honest anymore? If a service is bad, the provider begs you not to tell the system. They ask for mercy. We've reached a state of transactional fakeness. We see this in the workplace too. Peer reviews and 360-degree feedback have turned offices into political minefields. You don't tell your coworker they're making a mistake, you perform supportiveness because you know they'll be rating your collaboration at the end of the quarter. The feedback apocalypse has created a culture of cowards. We are so scared of being rated poorly that we've stopped being helpful. Real help often requires friction. Real growth requires a 2-star conversation where someone tells you the truth. But in a 5-star world, truth is too risky. Truth is a liability. Truth is non-compliant. So we stay silent. We smile, and we watch the quality of everything around us crumble into a pile of perfectly rated mediocrity. This isn't just annoying, it's psychological. Your brain is wired for social approval. For thousands of years, rejection meant isolation, and isolation meant danger. That wiring never changed. So when someone gets a bad rating, their brain doesn't see feedback, It sees rejection. Now imagine living in a world where you are constantly being evaluated, constantly watched, constantly scored. That's not normal. That's stress, a constant low-level pressure to perform, to not mess up, to stay perfect. And when your brain is in that state, you stop taking risks, you stop being honest, you stop being creative. That's why everything feels the same now. Same service scripts, same fake friendliness, same perfect experiences. We didn't optimize for excellence, we optimized for not getting punished. Now here comes the controversial part. I know a lot of you are going to get triggered by this. You're going to say, but I like knowing if a restaurant is good. I like the accountability. But let's be brutally honest for a second. Is your one-star review about accountability, or is it about power? We've become feedback addicts. We've been given a tiny little scepter of power and we love using it. We use the rating system to punish people for things they can't control, like traffic, or the price of supplies, or a bad day. We have become the most entitled generation in history. Your 3-star review for a slow delivery didn't fix the traffic, it just moved a person one step closer to losing their health insurance. We are using a blunt instrument to measure the messy complexity of human life. We've traded empathy for algorithm management. We talk about supporting workers while simultaneously holding their livelihoods hostage over a slightly delayed order of fries. So what's the solution? It's simple. Stop playing. Not everything needs to be rated. Not everything needs to be scored. Not everything needs to be optimized. Some things are allowed to be human, messy, imperfect, honest. A service can be a 3 and still be fine. A person can have an off day and still be worthy of respect. The system only works if we keep pretending it makes sense. The moment you stop caring about stars, it loses power over you, because the most valuable parts of life were never meant to be measured in the first place.